All right, guys, here we go. Burning a little midnight oil, and something I probably shouldn't be doing, messing with high voltage amps at this time of night. But this thing, it's a friend of mine's. I've been telling him I was going to do a video on it, try to help him sell it for a while, and I'm just now getting around to it. So, two-piece amp, 5cx1500, low drive, radio drive. I'll be honest with you, I don't know that we're hitting it with the proper amount of drive. It might take a little bit more than what we're putting into it, but we're just going to play it safe and hit it with our single final Uniden 66 here. Now, a little bit about the amp, it does have a standby right there. You turn the deck on by itself, it runs on 110, and then your high voltage power supply runs on 220. I've got a temporary plug on it right now, but if you end up buying this, you will need to put your own plug on it. No big deal, 10, 15 bucks, 220 plug or whatever. Has 2 meters on the front. One says reflected watts, one says incident kilowatts, which I'm assuming is a hello relative output meter, and we're just pegging it to the right there. 2 tuners on the front and a input tune on the back. And yes, I do have the rubber mallet here because when I'm messing with tube amps that I have no idea who the hell built them or what's been done to them, I don't power them up with my hands, okay? If it's something that Grinder built, the well-known people out there that know what the heck they're doing, the Terry 55s, the Ghost Rider, again, like I said, especially Joe the Grinder. I don't care to turn them on with my hands, but this is obviously a homebrew amp, and it's not the worst. I don't know how the hell they managed to lose almost all the screws that go in this thing, but it does need some new screws, and you can tell this is somebody that built this that didn't do it like for a living, but it's got plenty of air blowing out the back of the power supply here. And one thing I don't like about it, guys, again, I'm trying to sell this thing, but I'm going to tell you guys what I don't like about it, because high voltage amps, they are dangerous, okay? This is not like a pillbox. A pillbox isn't going to kill you. When I say a pillbox, I'm talking solid state and transistor amps. 4.6 kV, 4600 volts at 2 amps. If you get into this thing and it's charged up, or you let the high voltage cable loose and it hits you, you are more than likely going to be in a very serious health crisis, or you're going to be dead. So, word of the wise, okay? If you don't have any experience with tube type amps, do not get your start with a steel tube amp that runs this kind of voltage. Maybe start out with something like sweep tubes and see how you like it. Don't jump in, with both feet and be like, I'm going to get a big steel tube amp, and then end up getting yourself hurt, okay? 2 tuners on the front and an input tune on the back, which I don't really care for the location of it. It's right there next to the coax connectors, and you can see we've got a high voltage cable that comes out up here up the top, and then it does have a milling connector down there for the high voltage. Now, we're only running 4600 volts, so, the milling connector doesn't really worry me that much. Just be sure that you have that thing tightened up and don't be back here monkeying with it. That's one reason why I'm not crazy about the input tune location, because you should only have to tune this one time, but chances are people are going to want to retune it. You're going to get back here fiddling around. You can get tangled up in the high voltage cable, be bumping into stuff that you shouldn't be bumping into. So I'm not real crazy about the location of that, but it is what it is. All right, so that's about all we're going to say about it. It is just the tube that's in the amp. Thought I had a couple of spare tubes for it. Those ended up being no good. I think he dropped one of them, and the other one was just a dud from the get-go. But there's a look down inside of it there. Yes, steel tubes will light up. Not like a regular tube, but they do have a filament to them. Okay, well, let's see what this thing does. Again, we're only hitting it with the Uniden 66. If I can sit down here, and we'll test it on average and PEP. It is for sale, local pickup only. And I'll tell you guys, there's a lot of value just in the transformer and the power supply of this thing. I don't know if you guys keep up with the price of transformers, but they have went astronomically through the roof here. So let's see what this guy does. Quit talking about it. Alrighty. 5,000 watt slug. Again, this is only 10 watts average going in, and I'm not 100% sure what this thing is set up for. Let's key it up here, middle scale. That's about a 500 watt dead key. Hello. Audio. Hello. So it's doing over 10 times the average power we're putting into it. Realistically, we're only putting about 9 to 10 watts average, and it's doing over 1,000 average. Hello. Audio. Hello. So I think it'll probably do more with another radio. It's probably set up for just a little bit harder radio. But again, I haven't had the covers off of it, so I couldn't tell you. And this is going to be PEP. And I did tune it on PEP. It's not tuned for average. Hello, audio, audio, 3500 PEP. And we'll stay on it here, make sure it doesn't fall off or anything. Hello, audio, 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 audio. Hanging right there around 3500. Go back and check our dead key, make sure it didn't fall off. 500 watts. Hello, audio. All right, guys. If you're interested in this thing, let me know. I'll put it up on the website just so you guys can see the price. But it's local pickup only, cash only. Again, I'm selling it for a friend of mine. It's not my amp, but we do a lot of business together. And to be honest, the reason he's selling it is tube amps make him nervous. He'd rather have a transistor amp. So that's not making anything up or excuses or nothing like that. But by the way, this high and low doesn't work. Just to show you guys. Audio, same power on high or low. But yeah, he's only selling it because he doesn't like tube amps. He's got some grandkids and stuff, and he's like scared to death that somebody's gonna get into it that don't need to be into it and hurt himself or one of his grandkids. So that's why he's selling this thing. All right, it is what it is, guys. I promise you, if you want to buy one of these brand new, it's going to cost you probably double or triple what this one's going to be priced at. So just keep that in mind. No, it's not the prettiest, but it is a working, 3.5 kW amp, possibly more. Appreciate it, everybody. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. Catch you guys out there. See you, bye.